Welcome to this overview of Voyant AdviserGo. In this video, we'll give you a quick tour of this powerful cash flow tool that can help you engage with clients and help them visualize and build their financial futures. AdviserGo allows you to input comprehensive financial data for your clients and project their entire financial journey over their lifetime. This isn't just about numbers, it's about building a living, breathing financial journey that gets reviewed annually. You can easily add and track expenses, financial goals, and make it clear whether your clients are on track to meet their financial goals and objectives, whether that's a comfortable retirement, buying a home, going on a family vacation, or funding education. The customizable dashboard provides an instant visual overview of your client's financial picture. Let's dive into our dashboard before we move on. A couple of things to point out to you is our plus button here in the bottom right. Anytime you need to add additional information into your client's plan, whether that's while you're doing planning behind the scenes or while you're with your client, you can easily do so by clicking on the plus button in the bottom right hand corner, going to the appropriate tile and adding information. It's also easy to review and edit information by either clicking this down arrow here, adding information and editing it, clicking you're done to save, or you can simply click into the appropriate category and edit your item and save it. Let's go now to our timeline. Our timeline is a brilliant screen for mapping out significant life events that will impact the financial plan. We have our goals section here, which is a standout screen for monitoring the progress of your client's most important life events and making sure that we're on track to meet those goals. You'll notice that as I hover over them, the events on the timeline that they're associated with will highlight. And this is on purpose so that we can make sure we are noting when on the timeline that those occur. You can hover over those events and see what those are, and anytime you need to change the timing of those events, you can simply click and drag them. You can click on those events, change their icon, and anytime you need to add an event or a goal, you can simply click on your plus button in the bottom right hand corner and add in a trackable expense or a goal, or you can add an event, which is a place marker on the timeline, which is a reminder of a significant item in your client's life. Next, we're going to go to our Let's See screen, which is where we have all of our charts. We're going to open up to our cash flow chart, which is the reminder of how we are going to be meeting all of the different expenses, goals, and estimated taxes during our client's lifetime. We can turn on our legend or turn it off. I'm going to turn it on and turn on the details so we can see all the different colors in our client's plan. This black total need line represents the total expenses, goals, and estimated taxes in the plan. And you can see up at the top, the legend will tell us what all of the different colors represent. And once we get into the retirement years, we're using different assets in their plan to meet different expenses. We can even hide all and just look at the total need and then build this chart back up. So we've got employment meeting all of their expenses in the early years, and then we've got their state pensions meeting some of their expenses in retirement, and then we've got some other income, and then we've got retirement savings, non-reg accounts, we've got corporate dividends, some tax credits, and some from the estate. And then we can show our clients and build out a visual representation of how all of the planning that we're doing is going to help them meet all of their dreams in retirement. We can also switch over to other charts. We could look at their assets chart. We could pull out different things in the chart if we wanted to. We could only look at liquid assets and see, for example, what their liquid asset values are expected to be in retirement. We could even pull out the corporation and just look at their personal assets, and you can build out a visual story for your clients. Next, we're going to go over to our insights section, and this is great for answering client questions such as how much could I lose from my portfolio and still be okay? Our loss capacity insight is great for this. Our annual savings insight is great in scenarios where your clients may not be currently on track to meet all of their goals. This can tell you how much more they need to start saving from now until retirement. Investment returns is great to give you an answer to how much their annual rate of return needs to be able to meet all of their goals. And then we also have a lot of different stress testing scenarios in here if you want to run some different simulations like that. And then whenever you get to the point where you want to start running some strategic planning scenarios, we have our what if plans where you can copy your base plan and run some different scenarios for your clients, such as what I've done here, where we run a what if we retire a little bit early and do some charitable giving and try a couple of different portfolio scenarios. And then you can compare and contrast those different scenarios against each other and see what the outcomes might be. And you can even look at different charts side by side and see if there would be a tax advantage or an asset value advantage to different strategies and demonstrate those to your clients in a presentation. Once you're ready, you can also go to our report screen and run various reports for your clients as something that they can take home after that presentation. Don't forget that you do have inline help anywhere you see these dotted underline items here. So anytime you have questions, you can look for these dotted underlines, and there's a lot of different videos and help available within the tool, as well as links to our YouTube channels and our knowledge base that might have a lot of resources for you. Also, while you're working in a plan, you do have access to our support team, so you can always click the name of your client in the top right corner, select request support, enter your question into the text box, and share the client with us so that we can assist you. Voyant AdviserGo streamlines financial data into clear visuals to discuss with the client. By leveraging what-if scenarios, powerful insights, you can provide exceptional value to your clients. In the following videos in this series, we start by looking at adding all of the financial picture information about your client into AdviserGo. Although the bulk of the information will come from your client, these training modules are key in providing a good foundation in understanding Voyant and will ensure you're able to check, edit, and add things into the Voyant cash flow plan correctly. Thanks for listening.